All right. T then. Let's see. Oh my goodness. All right, whatever. It's not cool. I'm back though. I'm back. I guess that's what the settings were for. Come on, butts. Get up here. You don't need the whole seat. You don't need the whole seat. There you go. I love you. I love you too, but you don't need the whole seat. Hey, what's up, Bedroom Banana? I appreciate it, man. Thank you. So, Bedroom Banana, you said there's like it doesn't look bad at all. Like you can see everything clear, right? You can see the game clear in my webcam clear. Like everything's fine. I'm just wanting to make sure because of the settings. The setting keeps changing in my when I go to the settings itself. Thank you, I appreciate it. Thanks, man. I figured out the reason for that. The reason when I go into my settings and I go to output and you click the enforce streaming service encoder settings, I'm guessing that's what does it. Because before I stream, I set my bitrate to 6,000, and then I can check up here. If you go to Twitch, it'll show you your bitrate, and then it'll show you your live feed and stuff. So it's probably most likely that encoder settings, because it's got different platforms and streams and things like that, like YouTube and Mixer, I think, and different things. Alright, so let me see where I'm at. By the way, hell yeah, if you're still in here, dude. I think you've missed a little bit. So yesterday, quite a bit happened. A lot. I went from level 17 to level 24, and my eyes went from white to red. Unfortunately, I was fighting, spoilers, for Bedroom Banana if you've not played this. I don't want to spoil it for you. Anyway, I'll just say a certain boss. I was fighting a certain boss, and after I beat that boss, there was a cutscene, and they put that boss in the ground. Okay, you can go ahead and spoil it? Alright. Well, I was fighting his sister as the boss, and then my eyes were fine after that, and then after I beat her, my eyes turned red. And then she started doing dialogue and all this other stuff. And I'm like, what in the world? So then my eyes go red. I'm like, what just happened? She's like, you may have spared this guy, but I'm not going to give you the same mercy. You know? I'm like, what in the world? So, I don't know. I don't know what my eyes turned red, but Yeah, I'm not super into horror games, Bedroom Banana, but this and like Resident Evil are like the most that I can stand. I used to play like games that were like a lot worse, like Borderlands and like Silent Hill and Doom, things like that. Oof, it's just too much for me now though to deal with. There's a lot of blood in this one too, but I mean that's a given. You know, it's a vampire thing. I just like that you get the chance to be a good guy. Somehow my guy turned bad. I turned evil somehow, even though that I've like, you know, literally saved everyone that I possibly could, or at least tried to. Oh, Doom isn't horror. What would it be classified as then? Like a shooter, first-person shooter? Let's see. Alright, so this is where I gotta go. It's actually where I'm headed.
Has been proven by many. Even the flu is no match for the
That lady is such a liar. Her medicine literally doesn't work. And she even tells you that, but yet she sells it to people knowing that it doesn't work. Oh yeah. Yeah.
The West End.
I suppose so. I suppose
Never
you could
have I
say
felt
that.
so sad to be back home.
Yeah. Yeah, this one is like a horror game. Let's see. It's the direction I need to go. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, I guess I'm already there.
Are you from Ascalon? I don't care.
Whoa! Hello, sir. Yeah, it's really violent. And I pushed. Why didn't I push trying? Oh goodness. Oh my goodness, he blocked it and now he's biting me off camera. Aha. This guy is like, why is he so strong? He's like really strong for some reason. And he's just a normal enemy. Ah. And I'm like level 30 or 24 too. Oh goodness. Get up, get up. Yeah. Maybe it could possibly be the level difference. Oh goodness, he poked me. Yeah, these guys. Oh wow. I just want to hit him one time. Goodness. Who's screeching over there? Oh my goodness. Okay. This lady should be easier. I'm thinking. Okay, you need to calm down, sir. See what I mean? Like the other guy was really strong. I don't know. They're vampires, and I guess these guys are like half vampire or something. Either way, the other guy was a tough cookie. Excuse me, sir. Let me just come in and take your stuff. Don't mind me just plundering through your stuff. The heresy of the pure blood. Pure blood! We know the expression. We heard it in the foul mouth of the heretics and the foreign barbarians. Used it sometimes ourselves. But do we really know what it means? A vampire born from an immortal belly. What a disgusting idea. How would such a creature find its place among the livings? What would be its purpose? Ours is clear. Gentlemen, Ascalon is here to protect the Empire and all its citizens. We're the protectors and shepherds, even when sometimes sacrifice a sheep for our substance. Whoever will be found guilty of succumbing to the desire of breeding immortal child shall be eradicated from the law of Ascalon by Lord Redgrave, founder.
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Do you need help, sir?
I think I'm fine. But what happened to my jailer? Be careful. He's as vicious as he is strong.
You don't have to worry about him anymore. What happened here?
I am Tadao
So
Kimura.
that was the guy.
I was imprisoned by this lunatic for several days. I thought I was going to die here.
You're not going to die now, Mr. Kimura. If you hurry, you should be able to get home safely.
It seems that I owe you my life. You have all my gratitude, Dr. Reed, since it is the most precious thing I possess.
Don't need to give me your life.
Goodbye, Mr. Kimura. Take care.
You just go be safe. I will say this music right now is Silent Hill 2, like through and through almost.
This is not the place for you, sir.
Okay.
Oi! Crush the leech, boys!
Hey, you can put that down.
Leech spotted! Watch out, boys! Bloody leech!
I'm kind of cheating right there a little bit. Like, when you hit them, and don't push X right away, you're only supposed to be allowed to, like, hit them and do a lot of stamina damage and do some damage, health damage, and then the X goes away so you can't bite them, but I kind of cheat and I hit them anyway, and push X, so I get both of them done.
It's a leech! Hit it! You leech! You kill him! Shit! Die, beast! Die, leech!
Oh, wow.
Die, vermin!
Stop hitting me! The gas. I have no idea. I just know that the gas hurts a lot. Quickly. Watch, I'll show you. Hold on.
Put an end to you!
Gas hurts a lot.
I hate leeches!
Yeah. Okay. I guess. He's just poor guy.
It's locked, all right.
It's locked. Okay, then just go through the window. Just go through the window. That would have been like my first idea. I'm not even going the right direction. My bad. I've kind of stopped doing side quests and stuff because my guy's a bad guy now for some reason.
I'd step. Look at it! This is fun! Filthy piece of shit!
Watch yourself, sir. That is me. Don't be mean. I don't know. I hope so. Like, you can kind of see where his eyes are red right here. My eyes were white the entire time, like, that I played up to last night. At, like, actually the very, like, the end of the stream of last night. And I was kind of upset about that.
Safe here for a gentleman.
Because, like, all of these guys right here. Like, hold on. You see all of these people right here. And all these districts, things that's going on with them. I've talked to them and see, like, the health status. I had every single one of these up in the 90, like, 5 percentile on all 3 of these. And you can kind of see right here. That one's gone down a little bit. But so I worked hard, and like, all of these you can see that they're, like, green. That the majority of them are completed. But those are just, the yellow is illnesses that you use that you can cure from them. But yeah, anyway, I mean, like, I was doing a lot of this. I was doing everything, and besides, like, mainly the main story. And then all of a sudden these people started dying on me. And then these ladies went in and this lady went and turned into a hunter. And then these two turned into beasts. And but the thing is that the thing that messed it up was because when you
Sir, step away.
when you go and set down, I'll show you here in a moment. Well, actually, I'm going to show you now. Like, these areas right here, it says hideout. And then you can see up to the top up there, it says XP. You can't see how much I have, but you can just see it says XP. To use that experience, you have to set down in a bed at one of these hideouts. You just set down at it, and then you can level up, and you hit confirm. And every time you hit confirm and you go out of it, then that closes out a day. Like, it consumes like a day. And it's like, okay, well, throughout this whole day you've done everything, regardless if you've done anything or not. So I was at the end of a stream. I had like 25 minutes left of a stream. And so I sat down, I did all my upgrades and all that stuff. I was like, wow, okay, you know. And then when it came time to stream, or time to end my stream, I was like, well, let me do this, and then I'm going to autosave it, and everything's going to be fine. And ended up, I was just so tired, I forgot, and I confirmed it. So I upgraded my guy, and then when I stood up, it autosaved it, but then it closed out, and it counted an entire day. And what that does is, see all these people, like how their statuses change per day, every day. So you can play so many hours and it not, like, count as an entire day. The only time it counts as a day in the game is when you go to rest and evolve. So I took 25 minutes and then accidentally sat down again, like practically twice in a row. So I looped those days and stuff happened and they just went crazy. So I didn't get, like, a chance to save them, unfortunately.
Over there! There's one of them vermin!
But regardless if my guy's eyes are red or not, I'm still going to try to be good if I can. Yeah, it is. I thought the same thing. It is kind of an odd mechanic. This game is very choice driven.
Step away, sir.
Like how you can see these things right here say pillar. Like, they're the pillar of the influence. Like, their health matters the most out of everybody here. So him being dead dropped this down a lot. And then but you interact with them and you make choices. So your choices, what they do, depends on if they're going to die or not, or if they don't like you or not. So I guess I ended up picking the wrong choice for one, And I spared him, but in the storyline he turned bad, and he turned into one of these guys that I'm about to face right now. And he was still sane for some reason, somehow. I don't know. But he was still sane, and then that was the story base. But then when I went progressed and I accidentally skipped that night, like I told you about, I auto-saved and by accident. The very next day I came out, he was a monster. So, like, all the time that I could have helped save him and do all this, I didn't get to. But that one's story-based. However, this one is not. And I tried to mesmerize her to try to, you know, let her to forget about the vampires and all that stuff and save her life. So, anyway, I did spare her life.
Stop
But
now!
she died somehow, so I don't know.
Die, leech!
But even though both of those were dead, the only time that my guy changed his eyes is when he took out his sister. We'll see at the end of the game, hopefully. And the reason I'm not doing like a lot of damage because of those, there's 4 types of damage in this game. You got ranged, melee, blood, and shadow. And that guy was, he was halfway resistant. You got gray, which is just normal damage, no resistance. Then yellow, orange, which is midway resistance, and then red up here is where they're really, really resistant, so you don't do much damage at all. So see, like this one right here, she's got melee, orange, which means she's midway damage resistant to melee. So if I use this in a blood attack, it should do some damage versus but I think I'm getting closer to the end of the game. Oh wow. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is new. The majority of the guys that I've faced so far haven't done a lot of this. Oh, he bit me. No, you don't. Oh my goodness. Yeah, there is some combat, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm not using as well. Like, it's just because of my play style. Hold on. Like I have guns that I can use, and I have these syringes that make it, for health and then for blood, and then I have a gun, and then I also have like these are some guns. I have shotgun and another gun, and different things like that that you can change with, and then you have like different ultimates and stuff. They've based this combat style a little bit off of like the Dark Souls, kind of like the Souls games. I feel like anyway. Okay, here we go. We're going the right way. We're getting there. And you can upgrade your weapons as well. Did I just go in a circle? I did just go in a circle. Is there any way that I can actually get... Here we go. Alright, new area. Right down here. It's getting pretty close. Yep, I can't dash anymore.
The Ascalon Club. The heart of British vampire society. Not quite as subtle as I expected.
Man, this music brings back like crazy memories. It's so like the music a little bit, like the way it sounds a little bit, with the way you're running through the street. Rare ingredients. Be careful when you sell items, as some ingredients are hard to gather and may be vital for unlocking. Yeah, I still haven't unlocked the headaches. That's why half of my people are going crazy. Probably.
Do you know where you are standing right now?
In front of the Ascalon Club, I presume.
The Ascalon Club only summons or ostracizes. What is your business tonight?
I received an invitation. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Woohoo.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed. Please proceed. Lord Redgrave is waiting on you upstairs.
All right.
There has been quite a battle here. I'm sure the Ascalon Club has the money to replace the furniture.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Dr. Reed.
Oh, hey. I didn't know this would, like, push me. I don't want to go out there.
Good evening. We repel the intruders for now.
Cutscene time.
My good friends, if I may have your attention. Behold our visitor, the good Dr. Reed. Newborn of blood so pure and strong that even my friend Fergal Bansher was no match for him.
Here, here, here.
Come forward, young Ekon, for we have so much to discuss. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. I am Lord Redgrave, Earl of Bristol and chairman of this exclusive association.
Lord Redgrave.
At last we meet. I've been eager to make your acquaintance. I've heard some astounding things about you. Please accept my condolences for your loss, Dr. Reed.
Thank you, my lord. Lady Ashbury expressed your wish to meet me.
Yes. The lady has always been a useful acquaintance, though not always reliable. Is she a good friend of yours?
She's a close friend, and I'm honored that she feels the same about me.
The centuries have taught me never to trust a woman completely, especially if she is immortal. Too prone to emotions, if you ask me. Too fickle when it comes to important decisions.
My lord, do not expect me to speak ill of Lady Ashbury.
Of course not, and I praise your loyalty. Would you offer the same fidelity to the Empire?
What do you mean?
I speak of the Skull Plague that threatens London and the country. You have been on the front line in the East End,
How could you be so
but the
old
time
and
has
so
come
ignorant?
to open up a second front here.
The epidemic has escaped the quarantine. You have new cases of the outbreak.
We don't know for certain, but we cannot allow the disease to threaten the prominent heads of Great Britain.
Okay. Maybe I'm just sounding ignorant here. Maybe I'm just sounding ignorant. That's my thought process. He says women are too emotional. And saying especially when they're immortal. Don't have wait a minute. You just said immortal. Right? Immortal. So what does it matter? If you're thinking that you're gonna live forever on this world, why would that matter to you? How could you be that so uptight to be like, oh well, emotions are just a waste of time? You got all the time. You're immortal. Why would that matter? Why would you be so pressed for time? Whatever. Anyway.
Why are you suddenly so friendly? The last time I met one of yours, he
Maybe I
tried to
shouldn't
kill me.
spoke out
Are you
too
referring to
makes sense.
Fergal? He was the most useful of
Yeah.
servants, but he was just a servant. You, on the other hand, Doctor, proved yourself much more worthy.
You want me to find possible sources of the outbreak in the West End? Is that it?
Ah, straight to the point, like all eager newborns. We shall have time to talk about all this, Dr. Reed, but first, I should like to get to know you better.
Talk? Is that the only reason you asked me here?
Well, no. I also wanted to meet the intriguing Ekon, who made such a powerful progeny of his sister. You have not learned the name of your maker, am I correct?
I don't trust you. But we'll see.
No, I haven't.
Have no embarrassment, Dr. Reed. We all make mistakes. But whatever your lineage, you are definitely Ascalon material.
What do you mean?
I would like you to become a member of the Ascalon Club, and to serve me as such.
Before I accept, I have so many questions.
Please ask.
I killed Fergal, who claimed to be one of yours, sent to cleanse the East End of all Skulls. Will his death be an issue?
Do not worry. My priorities have changed. Fergal was a zealous servant of mine, but like any servant, he had his limitations and is readily replaced if necessary.
What does it mean to be a member of the Ascalon Club?
It means that you swear to protect the interests of the Crown, that you become a loyal servant of the British Empire.
Am I supposed to follow orders?
As founder and chairman of the club, I alone am entitled to make demands of our members. And I do appreciate obedience.
Do you have any official recognition from the government?
We'll see.
A charter from His Majesty the King?
No. Of course, the Ascalon Club publicly supports the Empire, but the true nature of its members remains a secret.
What is the Ascalon Club's express purpose?
We follow the credo of William Marshall, the greatest knight who ever lived. As was he, we are sworn to protect the British Empire.
What does Ascalon mean?
Ascalon was the lance wielded by St. George, glorious patron saint of England when he slew the dragon. And like that lance, we pierce the hearts of all our nation's enemies.
William Marshall founded the Ascalon Club.
Not exactly. William Marshall granted me immortality, and I founded the club a few years later. The good knight has been gone for so long.
I agree to join the club.
This is good news. Good news indeed in these crucial times. Let's inform the Assembly formally and proceed with your initiation.
My initiation?
Fear not. Nothing fancy nor dangerous. It is just that we, the members of Ascalon, believe that tradition and custom are the backbone of this country. My fellow members, dear friends, please gather and welcome this Ekon as one of our own.
Is he worthy? Is his blood pure?
Well, speak, Dr. Reed, in front of the most sacred blood. The blood of our beloved William Marshall. Speak now. Will you serve and protect the crown as he did?
Nope.
Yes. I will.
Then, young Ekon, it is time to testify with your blood. It is time to sign the Book of Allegiance. I know it's awfully gothic and a tad pedantic, but England's traditions are the backbone of our nation. Delightful. Welcome to the Ascalon Club, Dr. Reed. Take your place among the bearers of the lance.
One of us! One of us!
That went well, did it not? It is always useful to bolster the troops' morale, especially before a difficult battle.
You have the makings of a general, my lord.
I was, though very long ago, well, not quite a general, but a proud defender of the crown.
So why did you really want to meet me?
Straight to the point again, young Ekon. All right, let's talk, you and I, Lance Bearer.
I'm listening, my lord.
According to my spies, you have worked with Dr. Edgar Swansea on the epidemic, and your findings were quite alarming.
Do you know Edgar Swansea?
Not personally, but I've been told he has some sort of immortal fetish and is a good friend of yours.
Does it bother you that I consider him my good friend?
As long as you reveal nothing of the club's inner workings, why should I forbid you engaging in conversation with the good Dr. Swansea?
You were spying on me.
Not personally. I rarely leave this building. But once he found you, Fergal kept me informed. Until you put an end to his mission.
Who was Fergal? I don't see him sipping tea with the others in the club.
Fergal Banshire was my squire of sorts. Even before becoming that magnificent beast, he was a brute. He served me well for decades.
No, I mean, what was he? He was clearly no ordinary vampire.
No, he was a Volcod. All muscles and instinct. Quite the rare breed. Ferociously territorial. Mortals often mistake them for werewolves.
Redgrave can play with the brave all he wants, but I won't put a foot outside until the Freeway and their
You do know I killed him.
Yes.
Will you bear ill will towards me for his death?
Of course not. Your victory was quite impressive and courageous. You earned my respect.
Yes, I'm convinced the recent invasion of frenzied Scals in London is directly linked to the epidemic. This is not the Spanish flu, but something else.
I would be glad to hear more of your discoveries, Dr. Reed, but for now, my main concern is the security of London's inhabitants, both mortal and immortal.
What do you mean?
Alarmed by the epidemic, the Guard of Prewen has started a war against us British vampires. To appease the situation, we must eradicate the Scals.
Scals are hostile vectors of contagion. That is a fact. But first and foremost, they are victims.
I agree, Dr. Reed. Most of the new Scals who roam the streets at night used to be good British citizens. But they must be put down nevertheless.
So, what do you want me to do?
I want you to investigate the city thoroughly. I have reason to fear there are cases of contagion in this part of town. Our absolute priority is to find and cleanse them.
And how would you like me to proceed?
By all means necessary, Dr. Reed. You are now a member of the Ascalon Club and you have carte blanche. interrogate the locals, follow all the leads you find, and get results.
Good evening, Dr. Reed. How does it feel to be this evening's centerpiece, figuratively?
I feel like the newcomer, and I do not like it at all.
Do not be alarmed. The Ascalon Club has a tried and tested policy for choosing its initiates.
May I ask who you are, sir?
Why would you be interested?
Well, as you seem to be the only man in the room with a beating heart, you draw quite a bit of attention yourself.
Ah, vampire senses never cease to fascinate me. They dwarf those of mere mortals. I am Aloysius Dawson, by the way.
I know we're facing a crisis, but I'm shocked no one took the time to clean up the mess inside the club since we were attacked. I must admit the Guard of Pre went impressed. They must have spent years preparing the plan.
Are you not afraid? You are surrounded by vampires.
Sir, it's for that very reason that I joined the club in the first place.
So you asked for membership?
I have been a member of many clubs in many countries. But I must admit, this one is my favorite.
Is not the nature of this club a secret shared by only a privileged few?
My dear Dr. Reed, I have spent years and a fortune precisely to gather that kind of information.
What can you tell me about Lord Redgrave?
I would not dare speak of our chairman without his consent.
Are you a member of the club?
Yes, I am. And I have been for many years. And will be until the day I die.
Are you sick?
Personally, I consider my advancing years are a sickness in itself. My body is slowly abandoning me, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about it?
It's not really my place to give you such information. I am merely a mortal member, and a dying one at that.
Mr. Dawson, of Dawson and Dawson, the wealthiest man in England. It is a pleasure to meet such a prominent figure of London.
A withering London figurehead, to be precise.
Are you sick, Mr. Dawson? I am a doctor, you know.
My case is beyond the scope of traditional medicine. I have spent fortunes on the world's most competent doctors to arrive at that diagnostic conclusion.
I'm sorry to hear that, sir. Should I suppose that you're here in search of some form of immortality?
Absolutely not. I'm here to implement my plan to save the city I was born in. To cast out the ghastly evil that has us all on our knees.
What do you know about the Guard of Prewin?
I should not say this, but I admire their commitment. This is what the nation needs right now.
But they are our enemies.
They are not mine, Dr. Reed.
Would you help them?
No. There is a time for such methods. But brute force will not be enough to fight this plague. We have to think differently.
What is the situation like in this part of town?
I am sure Lord Redgrave will enlighten you more effectively than I.
But I won't put my foot outside until the Pre went
Money cannot solve every problem. This mysterious epidemic is going to require more than money can buy.
You're right. Money is nothing unless one has the will to wield it. I have a plan, sir. A radical one that will save all that is essential in London.
What is your plan, then?
Quarantine and barricades are futile. What we need is a wall. A formidable, unscalable wall to isolate the deserving from the infected masses.
Well, I mean,
but that would segregate the rich from the poor, would it not? It would be unjust.
Our only course of action must be to save England. And to save England, we have to make sacrifices.
Are you not mistaking sacrifice for summary execution?
Why do you care? Are you not a vampire? Removed from all mortal concerns? Decisiveness is what the city needs, and it needs it now.
Around the city. What is this new malevolence?
Skulls have been spotted everywhere in London. We are losing this fight.
goodness. Body's starting to fall asleep on me.
Welcome to the Ascalon Club, then, Doctor.
Let's see if I go outside, let's see if it'll save for me. I may end up having to end the stream early. That's a long time early though. It's 3.5 hours early. I didn't get a lot of sleep though last night. Only got a couple hours. Alrighty, everybody. I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to end the stream early. I apologize. I know it's a long time early. I'm falling asleep. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night, so I apologize for all the technical difficulties today. I don't know what in the world is going on. I'll try to figure it out. So there were like so many problems today with all the technical stuff, but uh, there's things I need to do with the camera, with the settings, with different things, and I want to make sure that I have enough time to do it, and that way I can actually get some sleep tonight. So I apologize. I'm gonna head out early though, and I'm gonna take me a short nap, and then I'm gonna get up and start working on all of this stuff the best I can for the longest that I can until I need to go to bed again. So I appreciate it. Thanks for coming in and chatting with me. I do appreciate everybody that came in. If you're watching this after the fact off stream, thank you. I appreciate it. Comment, let me know what's going on, how I'm doing, what you enjoy, what you liked about it. But yeah, thank you. I will be back tomorrow, 9 a.m. Tuesday, with some more Animal Crossing. And then the 3rd. So yeah, was that Thursday, Friday? One of these days, these weeks, this week rather, I'm going to be starting up Resident Evil 3 Remake. I will be playing that starting at the beginning. So that won't be like a 2-day thing like I've been doing now. When that comes out, I'll get up that morning at 9 a.m. and I'll play it until 7, and then we'll do that for probably a couple days until all that gets done. And then I'll go probably back to half a days with Animal Crossing and Animal Planet, Animal Crossing, and probably a different type of game. I'm guessing I'm gonna have this done before Resident Evil 3 comes out, so it's probably gonna be another game, most likely. And then we'll do that until Final Fantasy VII comes out, and then it'll be Final Fantasy VII, from 9 a.m. until we end the stream, and then we'll go back to probably Animal Crossing again, because I can see Animal Crossing being a game that's going to take a while to get something that I'm going to be probably playing in the mornings for a little bit, at least anyway, for a while. So anyway, thanks everyone for watching. I do appreciate it, and you all have a wonderful day. I need to go and check out a lot of stuff, a lot of settings that I didn't get to do last night, and figure out how to let Google let me to export my videos from Twitch to YouTube, because it keeps telling me that it can't for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, thanks. God bless you guys, and always remember, Jesus loves you. Stay happy and healthy. Peace.